never thought I'd find myself standing in the middle of a luxury boutique, feeling so small and out of place. But there I was, clutching my worn-out purse, trying to look like I belonged, even though every part of me wanted to turn around and run. It had been a long morning. I dropped my son, Jacob, off at school, then hurried to my second job, only to find out my shift had been canceled last minute. I could have used the extra hours, but I decided to take it as a sign. Maybe today was the day I finally bought something for myself. Something nice. Something that made me feel like more than just a tired single mom barely scraping by. I had been saving up for months. Every spare dollar, every loose change went into an old coffee can hidden on the top shelf of my closet. I even skipped lunch sometimes, just to tuck away a little more. It wasn't for anything practical like rent or groceries. It was for a gift to myself. A reminder that I mattered too. I took a deep breath as I pushed open the glass door to LeBlanc's, the fanciest store in town. The second I stepped inside, the warm scent of expensive perfume wrapped around me. Soft music played in the background, and everything gleamed. The marble floors, the glass display cases, the silver jewelry sparkling under tiny spotlights. And then I felt it. The stares. A tall woman in a sleek black dress glanced up from behind the counter. Her smile was tight and thin, the kind you give someone you're hoping will just leave. Another saleswoman whispered something to her coworker and giggled, tossing a look in my direction. I tried to ignore it. I had as much right to be here as anyone else. I walked slowly, carefully, afraid to bump into anything. My worn-out sneakers squeaked against the polished floor, echoing loudly in the otherwise quiet room. I paused by a glass case showcasing delicate necklaces, tiny diamonds that caught the light with every angle. I was admiring a simple gold pendant when a voice, sharp and cold, cut through the air. "Can I help you with something?" the woman behind the counter asked. Her name tag said Victoria in elegant gold letters. I smiled, trying to keep my voice steady. "Just looking, thanks." She raised an eyebrow and exchanged a glance with the other woman, who stifled a laugh. "Well," Victoria said, folding her arms, "just so you know, most of our items are quite expensive. Maybe you'd like to try somewhere else? There's a mall downtown. More affordable options." I felt my cheeks burn. I wanted to say something smart, something that would make them feel as small as they made me feel. But I didn't. I just nodded and turned my attention back to the display, willing myself not to cry. I picked up the pendant I had been eyeing. A small heart, simple and elegant. It reminded me of Jacob somehow, pure and full of love. "How much is this one?" I asked quietly. Victoria sighed like I was wasting her time. "That's the Aurora heart. $4,000. Way out of budget for certain people." The words hung in the air like a slap. I took a deep breath. This was it. The moment I had been working toward for so long. I reached into my purse and pulled out the thick envelope I had been carrying all morning. It was stuffed full of cash, carefully counted and saved over endless months of hard work and sacrifice. Victoria's eyes widened slightly when she saw it, but her expression quickly hardened again. I guess she thought I was some sort of scammer. "I'd like to buy it," I said, my voice stronger now. She laughed, an actual laugh this time, before catching herself. "I'm sorry, ma'am, but we don't accept cash from just anyone. We have standards here." That's when something inside me snapped. I set the envelope down on the counter with a firm thud. "Your standards?" I said, my voice shaking now with something that wasn't fear, but anger. "You think you know me? You think you know anything about the people who walk through that door?" Victoria blinked, taken aback. The other saleswoman had gone silent, her mouth slightly open. "I'm a single mom," I continued, my words coming faster now, my heart pounding. "I work 2 jobs. I save every penny, I don't get vacations or nights out or new clothes. Everything I have, I give to my son. And today, just today, I decided to give a little something to myself. Not because I needed it, but because I deserve it. The room was so quiet. You could hear the faint hum of the air conditioning. I deserve to feel beautiful. I deserve to have something special. I'm not just anyone. I'm someone who fought hard to be standing right here, right now. Victoria opened her mouth, but no words came out. I lifted the envelope, peeled out the cash, and counted it, slowly and clearly, right there on the counter. Every single bill was crisp and clean. Every single dollar was earned through hard work, late nights, and early mornings. When I finished, I looked up and smiled, a real smile this time. "I'll take the Aurora heart," I said. Another woman, an older one who had been quietly arranging a nearby display, stepped forward. She wore a simple gray suit, but there was something commanding about her presence. "Is there a problem here?" she asked, her voice calm but firm. Victoria stammered something about confusion, but the older woman cut her off. "I'm the manager," she said, turning to me, "and I would be honored to complete this sale for you." She gave me a warm smile, the first genuine one I had seen since I walked in, and carefully wrapped the pendant in a velvet box, handling it like it was the most important piece in the store. As she handed it to me, she leaned in and whispered, "Your son must be so proud to have a mom like you." I couldn't help it. Tears filled my eyes, and for once, I didn't try to blink them away. I walked out of that store with my head held high, the little box clutched tightly in my hand. It wasn't just a necklace I was carrying. It was proof. Proof that I mattered. Proof that hard work and love and sacrifice meant something, even when the world tried to tell me otherwise. When I picked Jacob up from school that afternoon, he noticed the box right away. "What's that, Mommy?" he asked, his eyes wide with curiosity. I opened it carefully, showing him the tiny heart shining inside. "It's a gift," I said, smiling. "A reminder that we're strong, that we can do anything." Jacob grinned and threw his arms around my waist. "You're the best, Mommy." And in that moment, standing there in the school parking lot, my son hugging me tight, I realized something even more important than owning something beautiful. I had already built the most precious thing in the world, a life filled with love.